Good morning, welcome back. Will Shop Dayton. We're here with a 2004 Nissan Sentra, exactly like mine, not mine. And today we're going to be changing out the water pump. It's pretty simple. We're going to start with jacking up the vehicle. You're going to go to the driver's side and release the coolant in the peacock. And then we're going to loosen the bolts. We're going to jack up the car, loosen the bolts on the water pump pulley, and we'll go from there. Be right back with draining the coolant. All right, we're back up under the car, and we removed the shield, which was three 10mm bolts. So now we're gonna try to open up the petcock, which is a plastic little opening at the bottom, righty tighty, lefty loosey. You may need to grab a pair of pliers. 1 second. All right, back. We drained the coolant, as y'all saw. We are gonna jack up. We jacked up the car this side. We're gonna take this wheel off so we can get to the plastic covers that hold, or the undercover and under tray and everything. The cover there, which are one clip there, plastic clip you take out with a screwdriver, plastic clip screwdriver, I believe a 10, another 10, and there's probably one up under. So give me a second. All right, back. Oh, I think I missed the clip. Back, we're gonna remove these screws, which, like I said, are 10mm. Okay, we're back. We got the vehicle up, supported on jack stands. We removed the covers so we can get access to the water pump pulley. And we're gonna remove or release those 4 bolts, which are 10mm. I'm gonna use my little specialty wrench right here because it gets up in there easy. So all you gotta do is just crack them free. You could use a 1/4 ratchet to do this. Right tight, lefty loosey. Oh, still moving. Oh, that is super seized. Okay, hold on. Might have to put something on one of those. Okay, got one. Believe. All right, one. That's crazy. That water pump is still, either the tension's not good or something on here. All right. And I'll time lapse. All right, 2. Okay, I'm using to hold the crank pulley, which is ridiculous because it should be tight enough to break these free, but press a hand on the crank pulley and go ahead and break those free. I'll be back. One more here. And all 4 of those are broken. So now we're gonna move to loosening the tensioner and the power steering pump. Then we're gonna come and remove this tensioner, release this tensioner, and remove this completely so we can get to the bolts behind it holding on the water pump. Be right back with the tensioner on the power steering pump. All right, back. We're gonna release the tensioner, which is a 12mm, and it is right, zoom in, focus right there, and you're gonna turn it counterclockwise. We're just gonna loosen that up, and then we're gonna loosen up the bolts on the power steering and remove the belt. All right, we're back up under the car, and we're gonna release 2 bolts, maybe 3 if you can't get to that one. So that small bolt there and that small bolt up top holding the power steering pump. They are 12mm. Probably can't get a good view while I do it. Put my ratchet and wrench on there and break those free. Like so. Yep, good. And the top one. The top one you could probably get about from the top, but I'm under here. Good. Broke those free. And remove those and finish. Finish loosening the tensioner and remove the belt. All right, be back with the tensioner and belt removed. All right, we're back and I removed the belt, but I want to give y'all like a little tip. This is held on by a bolt back here, and if you remove that bolt right there, you don't really have to remove the stuff on the power steering, but remove that bolt right there and the power steering will lift up and rotate. So now we're gonna come around here, and there is a little dowel right there. Right there. It's kind of sticking out. You can kind of see it, but right there. It's an 8mm. You're gonna loosen that up so we can take off the tensioner pulley. All right, back. Got the belt off. I released the alternator, two 15mm bolts or two 13mm bolts, just to move it up, and then crack this one. If you crack that one, it allows it to move up and down. So now we're gonna remove this bracket by removing these two bolts here, which are 14mm. Okay, back. Gonna release these real quick. 14. And the bracket, yep, should come down. And this is the tensioner bracket. As you can see, you release that and turn this. This is an 8mm, but if you don't loosen up that bolt, it won't move. All right, now that we got that done, we can get back to the water pump. We are going to remove the bolts for the water pump. Be right back. Almost done. All right, back. We're going to remove the bolts that we loosened up earlier. Hopefully you can just do it by hand. But since you broke them free, you should just be able to spin them out. It just pops off. Don't want to drop it. Power steering, water pump pulley removed. I'll clean that up. All right. Now we're gonna start removing the bolts. Say 12mm. Let me try to use my 1/2 inch. And if you don't know where the bolts go, just put them in the water pump as you take them off. So you'll have some long bolts and some short bolts. Broken free, we'll remove it by hand. Leak. That's it. Oh yeah, that's it. There it is. We're gonna just let that drain out. Alright, it's almost all of it. And we should be able to loosen this by hand up here. No mess. Got a drain pan. Just release this all the way and remove the water pump. This is a long one. And remove. gasket, nice metal gasket. Don't forget your gasket. Oh, we lost the socket. How we supposed to finagle this? Turn it upwards and right like that. Oh God, that is terrible. Oh, I think we lost the a bolt in this coolant too. Yep, got it. Bolts are pretty good, but this water pump is terrible. I'll show y'all in a minute. All right, I'm back comparing my parts. As you can see, the old water pump, a lot of corrosion stuff. That's terrible. And the new water pump. So we're going to transfer these over so we can transfer them over to the new water pump in order. This is a good way to keep track of your bolts when you're doing water pumps. Use that, and I also put it on top of a box and punch holes through it to remember as well. Bam. And bam there. Now we're going to go up under, clean the gasket surface, prep the new water pump, and place the new water pump in. Alright, back. I've prepped the new water pump. Once again, the bolts are in here to make it easy and we know where to go. I put gasket sealer on the surface of the water pump, place the gasket, and put gasket sealer over the surface of the gasket. I've never had a problem doing that. You can see a couple of my other water pump videos. They haven't leaked, so this is the way I'm going to do it until I have a problem. Alright, be right back with installation. We're going to put that in, put the bolts in, everything. Alright, back. I got the block clean, and I'm going to take the new water pump and get it in place. We're going to go up and through like that, face up, and turn, and up over there. I can't see. Up over that. And I'm just gonna grab one of the back bolts just to get it started. The bottom back bolt. Those there. Tighten them all by hand, and when we tighten them down, we're going to tighten them down in a crisscross pattern. And we have one more bolt to tighten by hand, and that is the one right here exactly behind the crank pulley. If I can get it there. Right there. And then we're going to tighten them all down by hand, and then we're going to torque them down in a crisscross pattern. And just go around tightening them by hand, and we'll snug them down and torque them down by hand. Want to make sure they're all threaded correctly and going in smooth and everything else. There we go. Good thing battery's about to die. By hand, and by hand. All right, we're gonna go ahead and snug these down, then we'll torque them all down in a crisscross pattern and reinstall our pulley. It goes right here. All right, give me a second. I don't want to over torque these, but I'm still gonna use my half inch. Like I said, I'm just gonna snuggle down, go side to side. Still want to let the gasket making material set up. Snug up there. Snug. Got an extension for that one. So I'll go to the next one to it. I'll use the extension for that one. There we go. I can't tell. I'll take it down. Oh, wrong way. A little tight. And this one up here. Try to get an extension on that one. And let's snug this down. Then let's torque them down and get this pulley back on. Alright, good. Alright, I'm gonna replace the pulley and torque all the rest of it. I'm gonna torque them all down, then replace the pulley. Be back putting the belt on.
Hey everybody, sorry my phone died and we weren't able to get the vehicle started, so I couldn't finish the end of this video. But putting it back is pretty straightforward. Torque everything down, put the belt back, put both belts back, put the alternator back in its place. It was pretty simple, a little time consuming because of some of the plastic pieces, but I would like to say I like to thank everybody, all my subscribers, everyone that watches, views my videos. I appreciate you all. I hope that you subscribe, whoever's watching, and I hope that you comment, chat, and share my videos. I really appreciate it, and it definitely helps with the YouTube algorithm. So other than that, I appreciate you all. Hope you try it. Hope you get it done pretty easy, save some money, and have a blessed day. Peace.